So summer is kind of ending and it's rounding off to a close. That made no sense. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing my summer favorites. I know that favorites aren't really like a thing anymore, like some people do them. I've always liked watching people do them, so like I wanted to do one, and I don't know, I like watching them simply for the fact that like you get a recommendation off of someone else, and like if it's their favorite maybe you might like it. So that's why I decided to do one, and I am doing my summer favorites because summer's kind of coming to a close. We're about to head off into fall, which is personally my favorite season. But I don't really like when people do them every single month because like it kind of gets repetitive and like not much changes from month to month. So I figure I would do them for like the season, because that's about like 3 months each or so. And so, yeah, these are my summer favorites, and I hope you enjoy them. Before I get into the video, you can hit the red button down below to subscribe to me if you would like, and you can hit the bell icon next to it to be notified every single time that I post so that you never miss a video of me. Alright guys, let's get into the video. Okay, so I kind of separated mine into like sections, and the first one is my makeup slash like face product section. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is like the biggest thing that's over here for makeup, and it is the subscription to Ipsy. I have really enjoyed it. I really like it. I said in my Ipsy video for August, it is only $10 a month, and I think that personally it's a good idea because you're only paying $2 for each product, and some of the things you are getting like a full size for instead of just like a tiny sample. So I don't know, I personally really like it. I think that it is a super good idea. So if you want to try it, you can go to Ipsy.com. But that's my first summer favorite, was subscribing to Ipsy. So my next favorite is Tatcha, the Deep Cleanse. I love this stuff, swear by it. Oh my gosh, it's like my favorite thing. It's really dirty and kind of roughed up because I traveled with it this summer. But to give you what Tatcha describes it as is, and it is a daily gel cleanser with natural fruit exfoliant that deeply but gently lifts impurities and unclogs pores while leaving skin soft and hydrated. I love it. I have found that it really does help my pores, and I have like kind of nasty pores, but since using this, it has honestly helped it so much. So like, my favorite. I love it. I recommend it highly. All I can say for it are praises. So like, if you're looking for a good pore cleanser, this is my fave. The next thing actually came in one of my Ipsy bags, and it is the Derma E Vitamin C Micellar Cleansing Water. I love it. It smells like Fruit Loops. I think it's great. It did a really good job at taking my makeup off when I was at the beach recently because I didn't want to take like a huge thing of like my daily makeup remover. So I took this, and honestly I loved it. I thought it did an amazing job. So this is my favorite thing for micellar water. Alright, the next favorite in skincare is my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. I love it. It smells amazing. I use it as a refresher for my face, both with makeup on and off, because I have kind of dry skin, and I find that I really like this. So I think it also has to do with the fact that I really just like the smell. So I don't know if it like fully works. I've seen some places say that like it doesn't and that it's like ripping you off, but I don't know. I personally really like it. So if you're into it, it was only I think like $7 at Ulta when I got it. So I don't think it's that much, but you know, I get why some people wouldn't, because they're like, you're just spraying like scented water on your face. I'm like, this is probably true, but like, I like it and let me live my life. Thank you very much. Goodbye. But yeah, this is one of my favorite skincare products for summer. My second to last thing is my current favorite moisturizer. It is the Anew Ultimate Multi-Performance Cream with broad spectrum SPF 25 sunscreen. I really like it because it does have the sunscreen in it, and I personally like the smell. I know some people probably wouldn't. I'm almost out of it, if you can see that. But I love this stuff so much. Like I said, I do really like that it has the SPF already in it because it's so important to protect your face when you're going out into the sun or just like going out at all. So I really like this, and I want to warn you, it does have a scent. I mentioned that a little earlier when I first like was telling you about it, but I do warn people because, like, some people really don't like scents, and sometimes the scent can break someone else out. So, like, if you are looking for a good one, I do like this a lot. And I do like my other moisturizers, especially my Renewed Hope in a jar, but recently this summer it has been the Anew Ultimate. I've been testing this one out, love it, but yeah. Okay, and so the very last thing in my facial section of favorites is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. It looks like this. I love it so much. I like this a lot because of the fact it does help brighten your eyes by kind of like covering up your bags, and you can put your concealer right on top of it. So I really, really love this because I have like the worst bags in the history of bags, where people have literally asked me if I'm anemic, and I'm like, no, I just don't really sleep, and I've always just had bad under eyes or bad under eye bags. So if you are in the market for a good concealer slash corrector, I recommend the Becca one. So this has been my summer favorite. I have tried others that I really love, but like I said, this is all just summer, so this summer has been the Becca Under Eye Corrector. Okay, so my next section is apparel, and I only have like 2 things in this because I find that these were like the 2 things I wore the most this summer. So I didn't really have like summer clothes because I usually was just in like either workout gear or like the same like 3 outfits. So the first thing I have in my summer favorites apparel is my 2018 Stanley Cup Champions hat with the little thing on the side. I got this when I went to the parade and I stopped by the Cap store in Capital One Arena, and I was like, I need it. I love hats because they make my hair look better when I have bad hair days and when I look kind of rough in the morning and I don't want to actually do anything with my face. So, but also because they did win it, I really wanted a hat or like some sort of thing to like commemorate it. And so I also have a shirt, but I haven't worn that as much as I have worn this hat, and I just love it so much because it's very special to me since the Stanley Cup was such a long thing coming. So I don't know, just me. Okay, and so the next thing is probably like one of my favorite things from the summer, and it is this like army green swimsuit that I got, and this is the back. But you definitely can see where like this part that was exposed is tan on my back and the rest of my back is pale. But I don't know, I really, really loved this, and it's the first swimsuit I have worn since I was a child, and I was in love with it. I wore it almost every day at the beach. I think there were like 1 or 2 days that I wore one of my bikinis, but this has definitely been my favorite. I love it so much. I don't know. There's no words that I can think of to describe how much I love it. So I'm like just coming up short when trying to think of like a way to describe my love for it. So I don't know. My best thing is just to tell you that I was in love with it. I never wanted to part with it. So the reason I stopped wearing onesuits was because I would get like shells and everything down in it, and I was like, this is disgusting. I hate it. But I found that I didn't have that much of an issue with this one, surprisingly, and that if I did, it was pretty easy to like shake them out in the water. So I don't know. It was from Target. They might still have it. If they do, highly recommend buying it. I'm also sorry if I just say highly recommend this entire video, but it is the favorites video. So like, what do you expect for me to be like, I don't recommend this at all, it sucks, goodbye. I have like one thing in my food section just because I'm a foodie. I love to eat. And that is the bean salad. I made it in I think like my second video that I posted, and I just loved it, and I've made like variations of it where like I do like a poor man's version, which is like beans and like corn, and that's it, but it still tastes super amazing. And so if you want like a healthy snack, I recommend the bean salad because I loved it a lot and it's healthy. So I'm always here for anything that's like healthy and tastes good. Okay, so the next thing that I have is a book that I've been reading throughout this summer. I should probably be a lot further along in it than I really am, but I'm not because I have either been busy or I just haven't thought to sit down and like read. So, but that book is the Elizabeth the Queen, the Life of the Modern Monarch by Sally Bedell Smith. It's freaking huge. Like, I don't know if you can see all of that, but there's a lot of pages. How many pages is this that are like actual reading? Acknowledgements. It is 555 pages with like smaller print. But some people could probably fly through this book in like 2 days. I'm not one of those people because when I read, I like, unless I'm super invested in the book, I can't just sit down and like read for hours. I have to take breaks because like I just don't have the attention span for it. So that's just me. But I really love this because I'm fascinated with Britain and like the monarch. So, or not the monarch, but the monarchy. And I really do like Queen Elizabeth II. I think she's super cool. And I love the show The Crown. So that's kind of also what got me into it. But it also has pictures of like the Queen and the family and stuff. So I don't know. Personally, I'm really into it, but that's because I'm into like the monarchy. So if you're into it, great book. Loves it. It's great. And then the second thing, I have a list on my phone as well for things that aren't like physical. So the second thing that I would put with the book is the YouVersion Bible app, and it has like these video things where like it will talk you through like each book in the Bible, and it's like illustrated. And I don't know, I guess I'm still kind of kiddish in that fact that like having it like drawn out for me and kind of explained for me is like a lot easier for me to understand and comprehend it than like sitting down and being like, Mark wrote blah 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 blah, because I'm like, sure, that's great, because I'll just zone out and like, I don't know. So for me, it's been a lot easier for me to like get through like the Bible than just sitting down and reading it, because like I said when I was discussing the Queen book, I just don't have an attention span to read long chapters, or not long chapters, but like section after section after section. And like, if you have read the Bible, you know that there are just like paragraphs on paragraphs of names and places and things, and I'm like, bruh, like I get that you wanted to give me detail, but like I don't need that much detail. I really don't. And so, I don't know if anyone else feels like that or if it's just me, but the YouVersion Bible app has been like my lifesaver, so that's just me personally. Alright, so the next thing I want to mention in this favorite videos is music, and I have 2 concerts listed, and one of them was the Panic at the Disco concert that I went to like, how many weeks ago? Like 5 right now when I'm filming this? I don't know, I went in like July, or like the end of July. And oh my gosh, I've seen them once before, and I love it so much. Brendan Urie is such a fantastic vocalist. Like, there's, like, he sounds very similar to how he sounds on, like, his albums and, like, a recording. But, like, hearing it in person is always such an amazing thing, because the things he can do with his voice are just so amazing and just, like, outlandish to me, because he would just, like, throw in these high notes in the middle of a song, and I was like, how are you not, like, killing your vocal cords? But it's like, I don't know, a girl is down below me because I was in like the club seating, so I got to sit down through it, thank God, because I get tired easily. And she, every time he would like hit a high note, she would stand up and be like, and I was like, girl, are you getting Jesus? Like, is Jesus speaking to you through Brendan Urie's vocals? Like, what is happening? But I was living for it, and apparently so was she. She was just living for his vocals. And so if you like Panic at the Disco, or you like Brendan Urie, and if you ever have a chance to see him live, I would say go for it, because I've seen him once before, and I saw him again this summer, and I'm seeing him in January, and I just like, he is one of those people who like I could see again and again and again and again and again and again and again in concert and like never be tired of it, because of how amazing his voice is. Like, there are other people who I've seen who like, I like their music, but I would not go see them again live, and he's just someone that I think he gives such a good performance because he has such a good stage presence that, like, girl, I just would have recommended to everyone to be able to buy everyone tickets so I can be like, go see him live. He's amazing. So thank the Lord that we have Brendan Urie in our life, you know. Alright, and the next concert was the Harry Styles concert that I went to with my best friend. It was really amazing because Harry's voice is also really, really good, and he also sounds like he does on his album and his recordings, and like, he just sounded so good. And I don't know. It was that moment of like, oh my gosh, this is like Harry Styles that I'm listening to live. Which, like, I hate like thinking about that as someone, because like, there's still people just like you and me, and it's like, why are we like sitting here like, oh my gosh, like, it's Harry Styles? Like, if I ever met him, I don't think I would say that. I'd just be like, You have good music, thanks. I don't know, I get very awkward when I meet people, like, in real life, because I kind of black out when I talk to certain people, and, like, I won't remember it the next day. Like, that happened. A concert me and one of my other best friends went to, and I was like, I want to meet him, because they were doing, like, a meet and greet thing after, and they were one of the opening bands. But I was like, I want to go meet him, but, like, I don't want to do talking. So she's like, I'll do the talking. And apparently I said things, and I don't remember, like, anything that I said to him at all. And, like, she was telling me, like, a week later, she's like, you don't remember saying that? I was like, no, I don't. So I just kind of black out and nervously babble about, I don't even know what. But I feel like that's what would happen if I met Harry Styles. But I also went because my friend really likes Harry Styles, and, like, you know, homegirl was getting her life, and I was like, you go, girl, you go. So I was happy that she got to see him more than anything, because I knew she would really wanted to. And again, that's just like a memory that I'm going to be able to hold on to. And I'm just really into memories this summer. So that was a good memory. And so the last like music or band that I have to talk about is one of the opening bands for Panic at the Disco was Arizona. And they say Arizona the band, not the state. They say that, like, all the time, but I think they had a missed opportunity by not making their colors the Arizona T and saying Arizona the band, not the T. Like, you could have made a shirt with that, with, like, the Arizona T colors, but that's just me. But they were really, really good, and I liked their music a lot. And the opening, or not the opening, the lead vocalist, like, from far away, looked like Julian, like Jenna Marbles' boyfriend. I then saw a video later, and he looked a lot less like Julian, but from far away and on, like, the big screen, he looked like Julian. So I thought that was just funny. But I really like their music. My favorite songs by them are Freaking Out and Cross My Mind. So if you want to look those two songs up, like, those are my two favorite, and those are the recommendations I'm gonna give. And I also lied, that was not the last music that I'm going to give you. My last thing is my summer playlist on Spotify. If you want to go listen to it, you can. My username is Amanda Michelle Moses. I loved, obviously, every song, so I put it on there, and I make, like, playlists for, like, each summer and each, like year I'm in school. And so it has a lot of my favorite songs that I've been listening to this summer and that have been on repeat. And so if you want to go check that out, you can. But yeah, so I just wanted to throw that in because obviously I'm not going to put songs I hate on a playlist that I want to listen to. And I've been jamming to it for most of the summer. The next thing is a trip that I took earlier this summer. I think it was, like, in the beginning part of May. I think I had just gotten out of classes. And me, my sister, one of our best friends, our aunt, and her boyfriend, we all took a trip up to Connecticut to see like a family friend. And it was a lot of fun, even though we were in the car for hours because we drove there, and it was not the best thing, but it was a lot of fun to be with everyone and kind of have those memories. And I don't know, I really loved Connecticut when I saw it. I had only been there once before, and I was, like, really young when I went, so I don't really remember a ton of it, but it was so pretty, and I loved it, and I loved being, like, around people that I enjoy being around. So I think that was my favorite, like, summer trip that I've taken, so I just wanted to bring that up as a favorites because it was a favorite. It's definitely going to be, like, a favorite memory that I'm going to keep with me. And so I have two movies that have been my favorite this summer, and the first one is obviously Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. I love it. I'm seeing it again tonight. I love it so much. It's going to make me cry again, but I think that's part of what makes it so great. If you loved the first Mamma Mia, or you love musicals and you haven't seen Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, at this point it might be out of theaters when you see this. But it might be coming out soon onto DVD, and if you can, I recommend buying it because you won't regret it. It's such a good movie. It's amazing. It's great. It has an amazing cast. It has amazing songs. The singing is great. The story is great, except there are a few things where, like, between the first movie and then the second movie, like, things, I guess, were not, like, connected because, like, the order of the dads is kind of thrown off, but I didn't write it, but it's still a great movie, so if you haven't seen it, go see it. I love it. Okay, and the last movie is The Incredibles 2. I really liked it, and it's a favorite because I waited so long between Incredibles 1 and Incredibles 2, just like everyone my age did, and I really liked it. It was a bit predictable, but it is also for kids, so like you have to kind of like factor that into it. But even with that, I thought it was a really good, cute movie, and I liked seeing kind of like Bob trying to be like a stay-at-home dad. Spoilers, by the way, spoilers. And Violet dealing with her crush and her dad trying to help her out, because it's such like a dad thing that he tried, and the way he tries to help her with it. And I feel like watching it, I was like, this is something like my dad or my family would have tried to do to try and help me with a crush. And I was like, oh Lord, like I felt for her. But it was super cute, and so that was another summer favorite of mine. Okay, and so I have one person in like the YouTuber category who I discovered this summer, and I've been watching like this entire summer. I love the videos that he does, especially his reaction ones. They crack me up because I've seen a lot of them, and I think he's only done like one that I haven't seen, but just see like his take on it is really funny. And just when he gets like completely fed up with the movie, like I get it, I got you. And that is Dylan is in Trouble. I'm sure probably the people watching this have seen him because he has way more views than I get, but like, I don't know, he's been one of my favorites this summer. And so if you haven't watched his videos, I recommend watching them, especially his reaction ones to either shows or movies that he hasn't watched before. And so that's just been like my favorite YouTuber this summer. And then the very last thing on my list is that my favorite thing this summer has been starting a YouTube channel. I'm about to get like kind of sappy, but not super sappy, because I just not like a sappy person. But it has been a lot of fun because I started this to kind of like, one, have a hobby during the summer, and also because like I wanted to do something that made myself happy, because I realized that I was doing everything kind of to make other people happy or to make other people proud of me. And so like I realized I wasn't happy or really proud of myself and what I was doing at that moment in my life. And so I did this because I'd wanted to do it for a while, and I kind of like briefly did it in high school with my friend, and like those videos are still up actually, and like they're kind of cringy to watch, but I mean, what do you expect from like two high schoolers? So I did this mainly, like I said, to make myself happy and to do something that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I have enjoyed this so much. And I don't know, I just want to thank like the people who have watched me, and like my friends and my family. So I don't know, like it's kind of a shout out to them, especially, I don't know, it means a lot to me that I do have like some people behind me, because I was worried that people were like, what are you doing? Like you had this whole life set out for you, and now like you are thinking about not doing it. Like, I don't know. So it's just, this has been a very exciting thing for me, because I was so scared that like in the first video, you can go and watch it, it's Hello YouTube, and I had to Skype call my roommate, and she's also like one of my best friends, and I just Skype called her because I was so nervous to just sit down in front of the camera and talk. And so to like be here like in whatever video number this is, and to be able to just do it so naturally, it's quite the journey that I feel like has happened, and the progress that has been made in like 2-3 months, I don't know. But I just wanted to put this in here, because this has definitely been probably my favorite thing this entire summer, is being able to do this. And I don't know, even when videos suck and people don't watch them, it's still like, you know, I put it out there and I put myself out there, and I think for someone like me who's very like shy and introverted in real life, like to do that, I'm like border introvert extrovert. I don't know why I decided to like why am I trying to describe myself to you right now about if I'm an introvert or an extrovert? But I am very like shy when I first meet people, and it takes a really long time to warm up. And so like I think it was kind of cool that I did it so like quickly in front of the camera. And so I don't know, this is a really long-winded rant just to say like this has been amazing, and to thank the people who have watched me and like supported me. So I don't know, I just thank you. Anyway guys, this is the end of my summer favorites. I know I probably said highly recommend and thoroughly enjoy too many times to count, but what can I say? I like those words apparently. And that's how I felt about everything that I said today. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. Please comment down below what your favorite thing from this summer was. And also, hit the like button and give this video a thumbs up, and hit the red icon down below to subscribe to me, or you can hit the watermark over like this side of the video and it should be an AM, and you can hit it and you can subscribe there, and then you can hit the bell icon to be notified every single time that I post so you never miss a single video on me. Anyway, thank you guys again. Bye guys.